Hi to everybody and welcome to Timeout. My name is Jack Windt, and as you can see, I'm here outside in the bushveld, and I've had a little bit of time to get out, and so I thought it would be appropriate for me to share this video with you. Now, this last weekend I had some guests, missionaries from Limpopo, who spent the weekend with me, and Monday morning they were packing their trailer and they were getting ready to go back, and I had about 15 packets of clothing and toys from my neighbor's house, which also happens to be my son and daughter-in-law and their two children, and it was from their clothes and items. And so I thought while they were there, I asked them to come around and just to see where their contributions were going. And while they were watching the loading, my little granddaughter of 5 years old turned to me and she said, "Grandpa, when I get older, I'm going to go to the orphanage and I'm going to get two children and they're going to come live with me." And then she went on to say, the room upstairs, and she's referring of course to the room upstairs where my guests stay above my house. She said, "You need to put a new stove in there and you need to clear up some of the boxes, because when I get bigger, I'm going to move in there with those two children." Now the scary part is she was being very serious. So today I need a bit of time out to process my options going forward. I don't know about you. Have you ever made a mistake and said something that you regret, or did it something that you did the wrong way, and you wish you almost like had a second chance, a second take at it to get it right? I guess all of us have been in that situation one time or another in our lives. But in life, it's you only sometimes have one shot at it. And if you were in a movie or you're in a play, you can have rehearsals and you can have retakes. But in life, life is live. And when you make a mistake, the consequences are real and in real time. There's a saying that goes that hindsight is the perfect science. But I don't quite know if that's true, because if it was so perfect, why can't it help me from stop making the mistake in the first place, if it was so perfect? So this morning, I want to say to us, I've got a challenge for us at Timeout. And I want to ask you, are you up for a challenge? And I can hear you all say, yes, we're up for a challenge. Now, this is a challenge I have for you. Imagine you were a marksman and you had a rifle. And with that rifle, I'm saying to you, you've got one chance, one shot at it to hit a target. A little bit like the target behind me. But let's make it interesting. Let's not make it a static target like the one behind me. Let's call this target life. But let's say that this target is a moving target, because I think in life, what we have to hit is sometimes more like a moving target than a static target. But let's make it more interesting than that. Let's say you mustn't just hit this target of life, you need to hit the bullseye. You need to hit it right in the middle for it to count. That's the only shot you have. Now, I haven't told you this, but you only have one bullet. Now, here you're saying, "Jack, that's very difficult." Well, I did say it was a challenge. Otherwise, if it wasn't difficult, it wouldn't be a challenge. Now, here's my question for us from us at Timeout this morning. This is my question. Would you take the shot? Jack, would you take the shot at hitting the target of life? My name is Jack Windt. You've been watching Timeout, and I'll catch you next week.